Before we start the instant challenge for today, I want to mention the fact that there is going to be a quiz for Unit 1 on Monday. So we've done all the activities within this first unit. There's been presentations that you've been keeping up with in your notebook, and I would encourage you over the weekend to make sure that if you need to supplement anything in the notebook that you do that. So you will be able to use the notebook on the quiz. It is already loaded into the LMS. There's just a few questions. It's worth about 20 points. It's not going to devastate your grade, but having prepared your notebook, I think, will be a good resource for that. So if you need to do that over this weekend, please take your notebook with you to prepare for Monday's quiz. We'll do it first thing in the period. Today we're going to do an instant challenge. This one's called the cable car, and I think some of you were noticing the fishing line that is hanging across the classroom that's already on here. For the cable car, I put together a bin of materials. So you already have everything that's loaded or in this activity in this bin. The only thing that's missing from here is Scotch tape, and I'll give you that as soon as we start the activity. With those materials in teams of 3 or 4, using only the materials provided, design and build a device or vehicle to move a small figure. In this case, we're going to use the little people from the Auto Blocks car as far across the room on the fishing line cable. A team member may initiate the motion of the vehicle or device, but may not provide forward momentum. What that means is you attach it to the fishing line. If you're using, let's say, the balloon as the propulsion, you can blow up the balloon, but you cannot in any way force the motion or move your device or vehicle across the line. It has to self-propel to record or to get the distance that we are looking for. Another thing is the fishing line itself is already attached, meaning your device has to be designed to attach to the fishing line. We can't take the fishing line off, string it onto your device, and then reconnect the fishing line. So your device or your vehicle has to attach to the fishing line. We'll spend the first 5 minutes of this activity brainstorming. Start thinking about how are we going to attach to the line? What's the propulsion going to be for our vehicle? How do we maximize the distance along the line? I'll give you about 10 to 15 minutes to then build the device, and then we're going to be testing. I would encourage you while we're building or while you're putting it together to do multiple tests. Right? If I have an idea of how to connect these pieces together, it doesn't move at all, obviously I need to rebuild. Right? So there's going to be a lot of testing on this activity and then redesigning if we need to. The goal is to get the greatest distance. So starting from, let's say, one side of the classroom as far as we can get along the fishing line without you providing any momentum. Last period, the winning team was 18 feet, so they will move the person 18 feet along the line. The goal for you guys would be to beat that. So what I want you to do is to get into your teams of 3 and 4. Once we do that, I will start the timer and we'll start this activity.
Yeah.